hmm Matthew 26. In verse 59, yeah. Now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witness against Jesus to put him to death, but found none. Yea, through many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At the last came two false witnesses, and said, This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God, and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witnesses against thee? What is it which these witnesses against thee? But Jesus held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living God that thou tell us whether thou be the Christ, the Son of God. Now in verse 64, Jesus saith unto them, Thou hast said, you said, Nevertheless I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes, saying, He had spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses? Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy. What think ye? They answered and said, He is guilty of death. Then did they spit in his face and buffeted him, and others smote him with the palms of their hands, saying, Prophesy unto us, thou Christ. Who is he that smote thee? Mhm. Now, it's somewhat interesting, Jesus' response. He says, Hereafter shall you see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power. Yes. And coming in the clouds of heaven. Now, they said that this was blasphemy. Really? But it didn't say that he was actually the Christ. It said that he was the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power. Yes. And coming in the clouds of heaven. Now, did Jesus deny that he was the Son of God? Or did he give them an answer? Yes. That they were not able to understand, but they considered it blasphemy. Yes. Because he said that he was the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power. Yes. Now, is that power God? This is the wrong translation. Yes. In the Greek or Hebrew, it says something different. Yes. Well, but Jesus held his peace, the high priest, and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? Yes. And then the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witnesses. Yeah. The false witnesses that said I was in Sequim, Washington. Traffic citation. The false witnesses that said I was in Jefferson County. Yes. 2-count criminal complaint. The false witnesses that said that I committed domestic violence and child abuse. Now, my wife was there at the Guam Airport Hotel. Yes. But did you make any lookalikes of her? See, the individuals that are not the actual victim of domestic violence that say that they are the individual. Yes. They weren't really there. Georgia wasn't there. Heidi the Fat wasn't there from Swim, Washington. Yes. Heidi the Skinny wasn't there from the Brennan School District. Yeah. See, all of these look-alike employees of the government didn't have the actual experience of what took place at the Guam Airport Hotel. Yes. They look like the individual, right, but they weren't there. Ouch! Well, you've been manufacturing false witnesses that say that I am her, she is me, I am you, and you are me. Oh. Now let's look at it again. For every individual that said, well, he committed domestic violence and child abuse, how many were there on July 2nd of 2011? Were you there? Were you at the Guam airport? Were you there? Did you see what took place? Did you hear what took place? As I remember it, my wife wanted to take half the welfare and she wanted to go buy new clothes for my sons, not having told me that she had purchased plane tickets to be able to leave Guam. Was it that, what'd she say? You look like her. Yes, but you weren't there. The government is employing individuals that are false witnesses. Yes. That each and every lookalike's really just a false witness. Yes. See, in their minds, they can take any memory and they can make it their own, and then they can accuse a person of whatever memory they're reading. Yes. So that whatever you say as the actual honest, yes, innocent American, right now, you're manufacturing false witnesses. Pooch, aren't you? Right now!